Without further ado, I want to introduce our Rosh Yeshivah, our head of school, Rabbi Dr. Raymond Herrera.
Good morning, everybody. What a pleasure it is to welcome everybody to this full house, to our auditorium. We're just in this auditorium for just a few years, and to see it full with so many wonderful faces and familiar faces, and our 8th graders in particular is really a thrill for all of us. Yaakov is mentioned in many parashiot in the Torah, but he has many different faces. Because when we met him for the first time in last week's parasha, which we read just yesterday, he's described as an ish tam yoshev ohali. And the rabbis understood that here was a man who was spiritual and he spent a lot of time in the house of study. And he was a man who was comfortable being alone sometimes and thinking spiritual thoughts and learning Torah. And then when we turn to next week's parasha, Parashat Vayetze, we see a very different image of Yaakov. There, he's aggressive, he's building an empire, he's out there in the outside world, he's competing, he's a person who seems to be very comfortable in that outside world. Two very different images of Yaakov. The spiritual one, the one who learns Torah on the one hand, and the one who's out there in the world trying to conquer and to be competitive in the rest of the world. Isn't this what it means to be a Jew in today's world today? Because we Jews have a double command. We are citizens of the world. We take the best of Western culture. We understand that there's a lot out there in the world that's not so great, but there's much that we can learn from and build on it. That's on the one hand. But on the other hand, we are deeply committed Jews. We know that we're different. We know that we have a special legacy. We have a Torah that tells us how we're supposed to behave and thoughts that we're supposed to have and hashkafa that we're supposed to believe in. So we are Jews that truly follow in the model of Yaakov Avinu. Our Yeshivah, Yeshivah of Flatbush, combines both. Because on the one hand, our students here over the 4 years, they grow as Bnei and Bnot Torah. They participate in prayers regularly every single day. They participate in seminars, spiritually directed. They are taught and learn themselves to extend themselves as an act of religious faith in chesed to people who are less fortunate than they are. And our students grow by learning every single day. They learn Torah, they learn Talmud, they learn Jewish history, Jewish philosophy, all building a personality and an understanding of what it means to be a Jew. But our students are not limited that way because they also engage in secular studies, from AP Spanish to coding, from biology to AP Calculus, from social studies to the sciences as a whole. Our students are engaged in high-level learning, Shakespeare, physics, and you name it. Our students are engaged in that area of secular culture which builds them as citizens of the world and intellectuals. They take on independent study. They're engaged in athletics, all sorts of athletics. They participate in Model UN and mock trial and countless other activities. They pursue their personal interests also and their passions through our Pathfinders program. Interests in medicine, and law, and architecture are all explored here during the 4 years of the Yeshivah of Flatbush. Our students learn very quickly that it is important to be involved. And that is one of the cardinal principles of the Yeshivah of Flatbush high school education. This is a very special school. And as you walk around the building and as you speak to our wonderful, fantastic teachers, and as you see our new building as it's emerging before our very eyes, you'll see the Bet Midrash, which is a world-class Bet Midrash, and the library. There are very few libraries like that in the United States and even in the world. And you'll see, as you go through the classes, the wonderful pedagogy and education and commitment that our students and our teachers have to learning Jewish education and to studying secular education. We hope and pray that you have a wonderful day here, but more than that, we hope that you will join us, you, our 8th graders, and our prospective students. We hope you will join us for an exceptional experience, a journey that will truly be 4 years for the rest of your life.
Thank you, Rabbi Harari. Hopefully the last alarm of the day. And now I want to introduce our principal, the principal of the high school, Rabbi Joseph Bailey.
Thank you, Ms. Hillary. Thank you, Rabbi Harari. Welcome, everyone. I just want to say how excited I am to see each and every one of you. It's a beautiful scene to see all of you coming together to explore our school, our yeshiva, the special place, the Yeshiva of Flatbush, Joel Braverman High School. This morning, we are hosting our open house. And an open house implies that we open our doors and you come and see our building and you talk to our people. And we certainly want that to be part of our day. But what I'd like to do now, and what I hope we do successfully throughout the course of the morning, is to do more than an open house, to have an open heart. I want to share with you what we are all about, what our vision is for the future, for our school, and for you, our future students. We are a school with a mission, a purpose, a calling. Our mission is to inspire and to challenge and to support our students to grow into adults who have character, compassion, and scholarship, with commitment to Torah and Mitzvot, Am Yisrael, and Medinat Yisrael. We empower our students to succeed, to lead, and to serve in institutions of higher learning, their communities, and the world at large. I'd like to highlight several aspects of this mission. You might have noticed that the Yeshiva of Flatbush takes a three-pronged approach to accomplishing this mission. First and foremost, we inspire our students. We provide the most uplifting environment possible. You've already seen our new building, it speaks for itself. State-of-the-art, bright light, wide areas, uplifting, inspiring. But it's not just the building. Rikudim, seminars, pathfinders, the list goes on and on and on. Unparalleled programming. Come see our hallways. More importantly, come see our classrooms. They're bustling with effervescent energy, the kind that only comes from learning and growth. We have numerous faculty role models who connect with our students and bring out their best. But maybe the best part, the most inspiring and uplifting part, is actually our students themselves. You see, when you come to the Yeshiva of Flatbush, you are part of a 600-plus person strong body, living organism that brings out the best in each and every person. But it's not all about the spirit. We do challenge you. Our school believes in pushing your limits to bring out the best. We have rigorous courses with the highest standards. Our students have available, and they take, an enormous number of college-level courses. Some students are able to graduate college in 3 years because of the credit they receive here at the Yeshiva of Flatbush. We don't just lift with inspiration or push with challenge. We are there to support you throughout the experience. We have a phalanx of guidance counselors, college guidance counselors, Israel guidance counselors, career guidance counselors, academic advisors, teacher mentors, student mentors, peer tutors, and more, all dedicated to supporting you and helping you best navigate the next 4 years of your life to set you up for the rest of your life. We do all of this so you can be someone. In 4 years, we want you to walk away with certain possessions, with certain attributes: character, compassion, scholarship, and commitment. We are greatly invested in developing your midot, your ethics, your morality, your integrity. More important than your ability to tell a right triangle from an isosceles triangle is your sense to be able to differentiate right from wrong. We want to help shape you into a person who will live a life that is righteous and good. Chesed is a word which resonates deeply in the hearts and minds of all Flatbush students. Whether it be Yachad, SBH, Cooking for a Cause, Chesed Mission, or more, you will see what it means to live a life in which you care about others with compassion. Scholarship is a word that may surprise one for a high school, but our mission most definitely includes cultivating wisdom, critical analysis, and deeper understanding. In Flatbush, you will grapple with serious texts, you will experiment with cutting-edge science and technology, and you will learn to write and speak in multiple languages at a level that is worthy of publication. We don't just want you to be smart, we want to teach you how to apply your knowledge and use it wisely. When all is said and done, you will be committed to the things that count, our core values. Whereas I cannot list all the important values that make Flatbush Flatbush, I will emphasize 3. 1, Torah mitzvot. Not only will you learn how to pray, study, and live like a good Jew, you'll want to. Am Yisrael. It's hard for me to explain this one, but when you go to Flatbush, you connect to your fellow Jews around the world in ways that you could never have imagined. Medinat Yisrael, since our inception 90 years ago, before the modern state of Israel, Flatbush has been a bastion of Zionism known around the world, and we haven't slowed down since. Character, compassion, scholarship, and commitment. That's why you come to Flatbush. But maybe the most important part of Flatbush isn't what happens in Flatbush. It's what happens after. We empower our graduates to make a difference, to be world changers, and they do. We have well over 10,000 alumni who make their mark on the world every single day. They do succeed, lead, and serve in Israeli yeshivot, in seminaries, in universities, in Jewish communities, and in the world at large. I opened by sharing with you that we would open our hearts here to you today. I hope I've given you a sense of that vision, of our hopes and our dreams, the stuff that sounds mythical, but actually happens here every single day. Flatbush is truly a place where dreams become reality. You've seen our heart, you've seen our mission. I hope you'll come join us. Bring your heart here to add to the magic. I hope that you'll come join us in our mission and make our mission you. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm so happy to see all of you here. It's an amazing experience. The energy of our new building has really spilled over to every aspect of our school day. Our students are happy, and when you're comfortable, you're able to really get down to learning, and they certainly are learning. We, both Rabbi Harari and Rabbi Beda have mentioned the amazing program that we have here, whether it is within the regular curriculum and extracurriculum, and it is up to a student who is in our schools to take advantage of everything that we have available according to their passions and their needs. And we encourage that, we help that, we support that. And students who do take in that entire experience leave with something that cannot have a value, that cannot be, it's invaluable. I'm trying to get the right word there. And it is an amazing thing for our graduates to go through their lives having had this experience and having taken part of all that we have to offer. I say this because I'd like to introduce an alumnus of our school who has in him embodied all the characteristics that we want our students to have when they graduate from our school. He has compassion, he has commitment to Torah, he has an amazing ability to understand people and help people, and helping people is his mission. He is on his way to becoming a doctor, and he is somebody who has committed himself to Torah and to helping the world at large. He is also a young man who actually made sure that he was involved in so many different things in school and helped everybody who he could along the way. I'd like to introduce to you Michael Franco, who graduated class of 2002.
ברשות הרבנים, המורים והמורות, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. This quote from self-development guru Wayne Dyer truly captures my experience at Yeshivah Flatbush High School. I remember when I first walked into Flatbush 9 years ago, there was so much I didn't know back then. I recall feeling incredibly overwhelmed by the newness of it all. The new experience, the new faces, and the new challenges I would soon face. Thankfully, when I got the chance to see what Flatbush was all about, these feelings quickly fell away. Looking back at my Flatbush journey, I can't help but think of the journey of Abraham Avinu. Like Abraham, I was being challenged to embark on my very own Lech Lecha journey. Coming from Magen David Elementary School, I expected to be a foreigner in a strange land. I was leaving behind some old friends and the life I had known so well up to that point. But the minute I walked into Flatbush, I was overcome by the warmth and kindness of the staff. What other institution can say they are fortunate enough to have a dean of students like Rabbi Bezer? A Talmid Hacham who is constantly getting to know every student and caring for them like a father cares for his own children. What other school is led by a man like Rabbi Harari, an individual of impeccable morality and warmth, who is invested in developing his students into true scholars? Where else can you find principals with the wisdom, vision, and foresight of Rabbi Beta, Mrs. Bacon, and Mrs. Hitter? Flatbush really is being led by the best of the best. Here's a little known fact about Abraham Avinu. Although most of us see Abraham as the epitome of an iconoclast, smashing his father's idols, this is actually not what we see from the text of the Torah. Instead, we read of a man who is continuing a journey begun by his father, a journey towards the promised land. However, although Terach began that fateful journey, he chose to settle in Haran and never did make it to the land of Israel. It took a man of the caliber of Abraham Avinu to build off of the efforts of his father and continue the quest towards that promised land. Yeshiva of Flatbush is no different. This institution is renowned for its Torah Umaddah approach, a philosophy that marries the values of Torah and tradition with an openness to the value and importance of secular study. Flatbush is a place where students can proudly carry a Tanakh in one hand and a biology textbook in the other, seeing both as testaments to the greatness and glory of the Almighty. Flatbush is a hub of culture and learning, where students can choose from a great selection of elective courses. In the span of just a couple of hours, I would be able to delve into the great wonders of biology and physics, and then learn in Spanish about the foods and music of people in Ecuador. Then I could walk into the classroom of Torah Master Rabbi Prague and sit in awe and be inspired by the great moral message of Hashem's Torah. In addition to Flatbush's superb academic record in both Torah and secular realms, this school is well known for its amazing array of extracurricular activities. Whether it be the Tzedakah Commission, Chesed Commission, Pesach Packaging Commission for the poor, or you name it. students are provided with countless opportunities for self-expression, self-development, and personal growth, whether they join 15 commissions or just one. Above all, I must say that one of the most important gifts Flatbush has provided to me and my classmates, a gift that has stuck with each of us till this very day, was a strong sense of our Jewish identity. I will never forget the ceremonies held on Yom HaZikaron and Yom HaAtzmaut, Israeli Memorial Day and Israeli Independence Day. Going from the sadness of loss to the exuberant joy of a new beginning for our nation. Flatbush imbued us with the knowledge that we do not exist solely as individuals. Over the course of 4 years here, it became eminently clear to all of us that we are a part of something so much larger than ourselves, that we are links in a chain of tradition spanning thousands of years, and that we are called upon to carry that legacy into the future with great inspiration and with great pride. So here I am, standing before you, 23 years young, with the rest of my life ahead of me. I was lucky enough to carry the wisdom I gained here in Flatbush into the next phases of my life, whether it be in Brooklyn College's BA&D program, Yeshivat Birkat Moshe in Ma'aleh Adumim, Israel, or SUNY Downstate Medical School. In college, I felt incredibly comfortable and prepared for even the most challenging pre-med courses. From biology to history, from psychology to music, my Flatbush education didn't miss a beat. In Yeshivah in Israel, I felt that there was no topic I could not master, because Flatbush had already given me the analytical tools that I needed to succeed. And finally, now, in medical school, I can still remember those key concepts I learned on the 3rd floor of this building. The foundational values I learned right here in Flatbush have guided me through it all, prepared me for it all, and have served as a source of navigational light in whatever context I found myself. More than anything, Yeshiva of Flatbush has made one thing crystal clear. When I change the way I see my world changes for the better. Thank you very much.
I want to speak to you just for 2 more minutes and then I'm going to let you go, okay? Because today I am not only the principal of the school, I am also the mother of an 8th grader. He's embarrassed, he's getting in the back. And I know what it feels like to wonder about what the next stage is. And I'll tell you what I'm looking for my children. I have a 10th grader here now, I have an 8th grader coming up. And what I'm most passionate about, and I think you're starting to feel it, is how exciting of a place Flatbush is. I have children with very big dreams. I have big dreams for them. This building is a place that never sleeps, where dreams come true, where amazing things are happening every day. Now, one of the 8th graders asked me recently, what do you think it is? What makes Flatbush so unique? And really my answer was, what I think is the most fabulous about Flatbush is that it transforms itself around its students. A student with a dream, a vision, a passion, they change us more than we change them, because we care about them and we want them to achieve. 2 quick stories. Ms. Lily Mousekop, the head of our music department, came crying to me last week, I can't come, I have a family thing, I wanted to show everybody our music program. I said, okay, what are we going to do? She came back 20 minutes later, she's like, don't worry, I spoke to the kids, they're running the room. So if you have a chance when you're touring, right after this we're going to go into classrooms. When you're done in the classroom sessions, all students are going to go to the student lounge, you're going to meet our SGO, you're going to meet the athletics team, you're going to see the commission fair. Parents, you're going to meet with, you can meet with Pathfinders and Shifra Hannon, you can meet with Dr. Eti Mizrahi and our guidance team, you can meet with the principals, we have a big, huge, nice lunch, we want you to come meet with us. Across the hall, you can meet with college guidance, okay? But you can also go to the music room, and in the music room, you are going to see Robert Adler, and Michael Oved, and Noam Weinstock running the room and playing their instruments, okay? That's just one story about how our students lead this building. If you got an email from us on Thursday with a little video saying, come to open house with a video, it was like a 45-second video. That video was created by Jacob Khalili. He's sitting right there in the back, okay? Jacob Khalili came to me a month ago. He said, I have an idea for an open house invitation. I'm like, whoa, I don't even have one. He had the idea, he put it together, he sent it out. He's running the day. He's running the day. He's a senior in our school. I spoke to him 4 times. Mr. David Galpert, who's running, you see I keep speaking to him, I keep going, David, come here, David. Look on your little thing over there. It says Rabbi Harari, Esther Hidary, Ms. Bacon, and David Galpert, okay? He graduated 9 years ago. He runs this building, okay? He runs this building. I mentioned Dr. Eti Mizrahi. She is a graduate of Flatbush. She runs this building. Mr. Harry Worthbot, the head of our social studies department, he runs this building. Rabbi Dr. Raymond Harari, graduate of Flatbush, he really runs this building, okay? But maybe you don't believe me. So here's what I want to do. I just want to show you what happened just in the last 5 days in Flatbush. Okay, you can check my facts. If you follow us on Instagram at YOFHS, you will see that this is literally what happened the last week. Jacob, you ready? All right. This was on Monday. Our AP Poli-Sci team met with Bill de Blasio. The reason they met with Bill de Blasio was because the next day, they had, on Tuesday, election day, a mock debate. The kids completely planned that mock debate. They asked all the questions, they ran the polling stations, they told their friends to vote. That was just the beginning of the week. Also, our whole team, our varsity team, went to Memphis for an invitational. They won. They did beautiful. Next, we had our Phoenix come out this week. Phoenix is our school newspaper. We have some copies. Student run. They write every article. They do everything. It is award winning. Also, this is Masterpiece Workshop. That's my son, the 10th grader right there. They went to the opening of To Kill a Mockingbird on Broadway. They go once a month to different plays. You know who runs it? The kids do. They bought the tickets last year. That's how they got such good seats. Then, this is on Tuesday night, every Tuesday night. That's Rabbi Avi Harari. He runs our after-school learning program. Girls and boys stay after school every Tuesday night, eat pizza, and they learn. It's amazing. Then, this is our traveling troupe. They went on Wednesday to a senior citizen center. It's all the kids with different talents. They go visit old age homes once a month, sometimes more often, to cheer them up and to spread joy. Then, this was Cooking for a Cause. Every other week, twice a month, all the kids come to the basement and they cook and they fill up food pantries. Because chesed is what we do. Then, Sam Laniato, our graduate, came to talk to us. Why? Because all the seniors had to take a CPR class. And he came to tell them how he saved his brother's life last week because of the CPR he learned as a senior in Flatbush. True story. He called us and said, I want to come back to school and talk to the students. He just graduated, student-led. And then, on Thursday, all the sophomore grade had a Find Your Path day. Pathfinders sat them down and said, what do you care about? Why do you care about it? How can we make it come true? It was an amazing day. They really were changed by it. And finally, on Friday, okay, that's just one thing. On Friday, it was 80 years since Kristallnacht. A head of our Jewish history department stood up and explained what Kristallnacht was. And then 2 students stood up because they went to Pittsburgh. They went to Ground Zero. They went to the Tree of Life Synagogue. And they stood up and they explained to their peers what they had been through in Pittsburgh and how it changed their lives. Then their English teacher stood up and spoke to them about changing the world and making things better. Then Rabbi Besser stood up and he led them in prayer and in song. And then Rabbi Beta stood up and he explained to them how proud we have to be in America, where police officers, instead of like in Nazi Germany where they helped to destroy us, where the police officers took bullets for the Jewish American people. I'm getting emotional thinking about it, to tell you the truth. And every single student in our assembly stood up. They turned to the American flag and they said, and they sang the Star Spangled Banner. They turned to the Israeli flag and they sang Hatikvah. That is what it means to be a student in Flatbush. That is what we're about. 8th graders, I want you to know something. Each and every one of you is very unique and very special. And I know you have very big dreams. Those dreams can come true here. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.